Hiya, I'm Emily from Unicise and I'm going to be showing you how to make a really simple but tasty pulse soup. It makes a really great snack for in between those main meals. It's got really good carbs in it, low on sugar. It keeps you really full throughout the day. So let's show you how to do it. So we start off with a can of mixed pulses. They start at like £1, if not less than that, and you can get those from any supermarket. So what we're going to do first of all is get these open. So I can work there we are. There we are. And then once you've got these open, you want to get rid of all of the juice that's inside. There we are, that's great. So what we do is just need to grab a colander, bring it over to the sink and tip all of those in there. And then we're just going to give them a really quick rinse. That just keeps them nice and fresh. You don't want much of the juice that goes around it because we're going to make them really tasty with our own herbs and spices. And then straight from here, they're going to go straight into a saucepan. So just over here. We're just going to get all of those in there. And then we need to smash those down into like a nice, it doesn't have to be perfectly smooth. We just want to break those down a bit though into like a nice sort of soft paste. It's not the easiest thing to do, but it is doable. It's nice to have a few whole ones in there as well, just for a little bit of texture. But the idea is to just get them a little bit mashed up to start with, and you can keep going as we start to cook them through. So yeah, it takes a little bit of elbow grease, but as you can see, we are getting somewhere. We are starting to break those down. Some of them have got quite tough skins, so some are a little bit harder than the others. Right, so that should do for now. And as soon as you've got those mashed down, what we want to start doing is heating them up. So again, start on a high heat. And then what we need to be doing is adding some milk in. And what that will do is give it that sort of more soupy texture that we're looking for. So we're using skim milk. That's got the lowest amount of fat in there. Again, you can buy these in bulk in supermarkets as well for pretty cheap. So you want to add a nice amount in there. And then mix all of that in. And whilst that's heating through, this is probably the best time to add in all of your herbs and spices to really get that tasty. Now on our recipe, our main one is smoked paprika. So let's just have a look over here. We'll start with that. We put quite a lot in actually, because with the milk in there as well, it does sort of dilute the flavour. So we want to really get the spices going in there to really give it some depth of flavour. That'll do for now. Again, it's one of those things where you do it sort of to taste. So season it to start with. Keep tasting it as you go along, see what you think, and just add things as you go. So I'm just adding a bit of pepper in there now for a little bit of heat. Tiny bit of salt, not too much. This is another one of my favourite seasonings. It's garlic and rosemary seasoning. Again, only £1, and one of those ones that goes everything. The garlic is really comes out in this, which again is a really nice flavour to have in there. So you can see now it's really starting to bubble up. We don't want it on too high a heat. We want to simmer that down. But it's quite good to bring it to the boil first. So let's turn that down. So around about halfway. So you've got a nice simmer going on that. We're going to keep adding some herbs and spices. We want to keep adding in that depth. So we've got some garlic, pepper and chilli. Of course, if you're not that keen on spicy food, then you can leave all of that out. And I'm going to add in a few drops of Tabasco as well. And let's just get that simmering, keep that going. So it's still got quite a thick texture. If you like, you can keep mashing it whilst it's in the pan. As they start to heat up, they will soften, which sort of makes it a little bit easier to mash. So we're going to just keep going on that one. You can see we're getting a bit more of a liquid texture going on. Okay, so this has been simmering for around about 5 minutes now. So this is when you want to have a look at the consistency. I mean, some people might want it quite a thick paste. Some people might want it a little bit more runny. This is quite a good consistency. This is normally what I sort of go for. It's probably a good time to taste it as well, see what it needs. Let's have a look. I might actually put a little bit more salt in that one. And a tad more paprika. Just really want to get a lot of that in there. Mix that in. And then, yeah, that's basically the main part of getting that done. So you just sort of keep stirring it, keep doing it until you've got it at the right consistency. And then you can pop that into your Tupperwares as well, and that's ready for a snack for the next day. It's really, one tin is about 112 calories with the milk and everything else, and it probably equates to about 200 calories. So a perfect snack for this sort of diet, and really tasty too. And that's everything. So thanks for watching. Keep tuned into Unicise. Keep looking at all the videos that we'll be uploading. And again, you'll find a link to the website in the description for this video. And we'll see you very soon. Thank you.